Most people don't realize when they're actually ready to sell their home. There's rarely a moment when someone wakes up and thinks, yes, this is the day. I'm ready to sell my house today. It's usually a lot quieter than that, and it shows up in patterns. And most people miss the beginning of that window because they think, oh, I'll know when I'm ready. But readiness doesn't feel like certainty, it feels like tension. So here's a few signs that you might be ready to sell your house, even if you don't think that you're ready yet. So, sign number one is that you've started mentally moving before physically moving. You've been scrolling the listings on realtor.ca just to see what's out there. You are picturing yourself with a different routine or in a different space or in a different part of town. You start noticing homes differently when you're out and about in the city. This isn't just random curiosity. This is your brain starting to test out a new reality and what that might look like for you. You're already halfway into the decision emotionally. Sign number two is that your home feels heavier than it used to. Not bad or wrong, just heavier. Things that didn't bother you about your house before, the layout, the storage, the upkeep, the location, start to feel more noticeable. And that shift really matters. It's not about the house changing, it's about your needs having changed. Sign number three, you're asking what if questions more often than you're asking how questions. So, what this looks like is what if we moved closer to wherever? What if we had more space? What if we simplified? You're not quite into the logistics yet, but you are exploring possibility. That's the beginning of every move. Most people think they need a plan, a timeline, everything figured out before they speak to a realtor. But that's actually backwards. My role isn't to push you into selling, it's to support you and help you understand the entire selling process. So things like what your home could sell for, what your options might look like, what timelines are realistic for you. So you can move from something feels off to I actually know what my next step looks like. A lot of the people I work with don't come to me ready. They come to me curious. So if any of this feels familiar, it might not mean you need to sell right now, but it probably means it's time to start the conversation. You don't need to be ready to move to be ready to explore. And most people who sell, they started exactly here.